Hey everybody, this is Leon and today I'm going to show you the wondrous world of SearXR and remote storage. So what is SearXR? Well, just in short, this is a open source self-hostable meta search engine for WebXR experiences. So if I search on hand, you can see basically WebXR compatible or XR compatible applications, games, etc. And it uses other search engines to sort of bundle all these results. So what is remote storage? Well, in short, it's basically an open protocol for per user storage on the web. What does that mean, per user storage, you might ask? Well, you have all these products like, the ones you see on the screen, and they offer some free storage, and then they will ask you to pay because obviously it's not enough. And this is nice, but sometimes it's very hard to get your files out of it or change to another product. Usually it's not possible. And as a response to this sort of cloud lock-in, a protocol was designed. It's beautiful. So it's actually a meta protocol because it's using other protocols and standards, which is really, really beautiful to see. Applications of the future. And what do I mean with that? It basically means that web applications can directly save things to these drives or your own self-hosted drive. In other words, you own your data and actually you can just load a web application while the application is saving your data to your cloud drive. So it's not locked into this web application, which is usually the case when you save stuff on your account in a web application. It usually is saved on the server. So an example is basically SearXR. So you can actually, you have like favorites here, as you can see, and you can add things to your favorites. So now I'm adding this, Handy English, save the bookmarks. So now you can see that Handy English is here. It's been added, and this is fine. This works on this browser. It's saved to the browser's local storage. So if I would reload this page, I would still see this. But if I would change my device, so I would check this on my mobile, Handy English won't be there because it's a different browser. So usually what web applications do is some kind of sign up button. Sign up here. And then you have to enter all kind of data, your email address, sometimes even a credit card and all these things. And after that, usually you can save it to their server so that if you're on your mobile, you will also see the same data. Well, with remote storage, this is not the case. With remote storage, you simply you add your remote storage address. This is not the same as an email address, even though it looks the same. This is actually, I just created my own cloud drive on 5apps just as a test. You can also self-host your own remote storage cloud drive. I just did it here just for demo purposes. If I connect, then it will basically ask like, hey, can this application create or use this folder for its data? You can even set an expiry. This is really cool. You can even say like, well, I don't want this application to access this folder longer than a month. Maybe it's your photo gallery or whatever. I don't know. So maybe only one day. Anyways, I'm going to do never, and I'm going to allow this. And boom, now we're back into our web application. But as you can see, when I'm now opening my favorites, I can see different favorites here, like Rush Hands. And this is because right now I'm synced to my basically my remote storage. So this is, in short, the power of remote storage. And I definitely advise you to look up this website. So the time of, these old web applications with saving the data on their server, that time is that's over. There's so many problems with that. Also, this is also described at unhosted.org. You definitely have to look that up. Here you can see the paradigm shift which has happened. And if you're going to develop something in the future, you better not create these old school web applications which save to the server. You probably have to do it like this with remote storage. Here's like all kinds of do's and don'ts. And if you do this, you won't have problems with all kind of laws and regulations which are ramping up as we speak. You don't want to get into a situation where you have to, hire lawyers and security companies to keep your data secure and have all kind of audits because again, that time is over. So get ready for the future. And in this case, this is a VR application, a WebXR application. So if you want to use that, instead of using the vanilla remoteStorage.js widget, which is this widget, you can use that for normal web applications. But in case you want to use it in a WebXR app, then I advise you to go to this address, which is basically github.com C-frame A-frame remote storage. There's also other mirrors on Codeberg. There's just search it in your search engine, you will find it. And then you can actually just drop in a A-frame component to basically get this widget in your application as well, and have your 3D scene basically saved automatically and synced to your remote storage. So make sure to check that out in case you're doing WebXR developments. There's all kind of pointers here. For example, you can also use other web applications which are remote storage compatible. For example, the remote storage browser. Here you can see actually this folder which had been created with the favorites. And here you can just see this is what the application saved. And you can even edit it here. You can even live edit your application data. How cool is that?